What it do, y'all? It's your girl Makeup and Travel, and for today's video, your girl is here to bring you my next video in my Must Have Gag series. This is my series I created inspired by Samantha March's Will I Buy It series. I always have her series and the community playlist linked down below, as well as all of the Instagram pages I follow to get all of this makeup knowledge. And lastly, but certainly not least, I always have all of the items that I discuss linked and listed down below. For this week, I will also have a pinned comment on all of the products that are on my face because I did not record it because most likely I'm not going to have room in the description box. So do check that out if you want me to run down the products that I use to put on my eyes and like the other kind of honorable mentions. Firstly, I did put the Pat McGrath Bridgerton shade that I got, which is in white gold, no, incandescent gold 002. I don't have my, can you guys see now? It's super sparkly, there's a lot of glitter in it, and what I love about a shade like this is that even though it's this light white gold, it's not super apparent on my face, in my opinion, both in person and in the camera. I think it blended in really well. Super pretty. If I go on the website today, because the second relaunch happened yesterday, if I go on the website and the second one is available, I will pick it up, because unfortunately it looks like this product from the collection is a Pat McGrath website exclusive. So that's that. Then the rest are just some eye products really quickly. I used a bunch of my Project Pan shades. So in the Marvelous Mauves, I used the darkest shade, which is the outer V area shade. In my Huda Beauty New Nude palette, I used the Concealed Shade to prime my eyes, and then I used Twinkle to blend out that dark shade from the Marvelous Mauve palette. Then I used the Rebellious Nudes palette, and I went into I Do What I Want, and I put that in my inner crease because I wanted to kind of bring in my shirt today. And then lastly, but certainly not least, I used my Lime Crime palette for the shades Eve and Crown. Eve went on my lid and Crown is in my inner corner. So like I said, I will have everything else down below, as well as all of these items that I just listed off for you guys. And yeah, I need to change my battery. My battery is blinking, and then we will start in on all of the makeup. Alrighty, so my lighting and my camera settings look to be a little off. I needed a little bit more color back to me, so I added just a second light. Hopefully next week, this is the second week in a row that the sun is playing me. Hopefully next week everything will be better, but we're gonna start off putting the stuff on this side. So I have now talked about this collection 2 weeks in a row. This is the last week I'm talking about this collection. Once again, ColourPop has brought more quads to Ulta, and they have also added some more products in that collection / with that launch. So they also dropped 2 powder blushes, some brush sets, what looks to be maybe a primer, some lip products, a eye crayon, a setting spray, the Amethyst palette, and the powder, pressed powder, which reminds me, I did not put any setting spray on. I'm not interested. If you guys know, you know that I am trying my best. Ew, that went in my mouth. I'm trying my best not to support fast fashion or fast makeup brands, period. And as ColourPop is one of those brands, it's few and far between that I actually purchase anything from the brand, and none of these are exciting enough for me to do it. Shine by SD is collaborating with 2 influencers. One is Bizarre Revolta, and one is M. Jones 5018. I think these are both really pretty palettes. They both are extremely looks to be foiled and shiny and glittery and all of that, but I don't like to necessarily get palettes that way. Single shadows maybe, but not necessarily palettes. I think you can actually get them as singles. I do stand corrected, you can. I've never tried Shine by SD. I have heard really good things. I don't know. So you can get the bundle in the palette for $90 US, and then if you just want the 6 singles, you can get them for $86. Oh, but that's per bundle. So each bundle is priced that. And then if you want to get all 12 shadows in the bundle, it's $170 US. And then both in the palette, it's $180 US. So only $10 additional to get a palette for 12 shades. I think that's not bad. But that said, I still have not really dug into the shadows that I got from Cleo. And since I know I like that formula, I just want to play with those shadows. I'm gonna wait. I'm sure honestly by the time that I get to it, these are gonna be long gone, and that's fine. But they do look really, really pretty. Another brand that I have not tried to date so far is Clarity Cosmetics. They're coming out with the Boom palette, and I must say this palette looks really, really pretty. I am slightly hesitant though, and the only reason I am is because although I do like really dark, savory mattes, it looks like the shimmers are dark and savory too, and there's quite literally only one matte light shade. Don't get me wrong, your girl can blend the shades out. I can use various palettes to combine in, but that in addition to the size pan in these palettes, I'm just not about. I just don't like these huge pans. That's typically and honestly why I haven't been as big of a purchaser from Give Me Glow. I really do actually enjoy their formula. I just don't like the big pans, and Clarity Cosmetics has those huge pans as well. So for me, I am going to pass, but it is a very beautiful color scheme, and it would actually be interesting to see if I can shop my stash to see if I can come out with something that's very similar. I know you guys have been enjoying that series and I enjoy it, and hopefully soon I will put up one or two of the other ones that I've actually already filmed. I've just never put up yet, so yeah, we'll see. Chantecaille. So a lot of people have been going up in arms this last week because apparently it's been rumored that Chantecaille is actually being sold to a parent company, and nobody can figure out obviously what parent company it is yet, but a lot of people are really worried about, you know, the authenticity, and depending on the parent company, they may not be supporting the brand anymore. Either way, they're coming out with one of their conservation collections again, and this one is all about the giraffes. So there is an eyeshadow quad and some lip cheeks. The lip cheeks are the type of formula that I'm really getting a lot of use out of, other than when I'm sitting here. I do tend to reach for my Project Pan lipstick to get my use out of that. The eyeshadow palette looks extremely boring. Don't get me wrong, that's not a bad thing. If you've seen my looks, I've really been enjoying those boring eyeshadow looks. I really have, hence why I picked up the Colored Rain Rebellious Nudes palette. But the shimmer formula, I can tell, is just a shimmer formula. I like a metallic foiled glaze on your eye type situation, so for me that's not going to work. But the lip products look cute and all, but not the shades that I look for. Tangent, very, very short tangent, and then we'll get back to it. The Glaminatrix Silent Night palette. During my video I said that the shimmer shades were a little touch and go, and I did not know if I was going to enjoy picking up more from the brand because of that formula. I found using it on my eye with the new primers that I have, it works perfectly fine. I did not find it breaking up or anything, so it might have been the fact that my primer was so old. So I just wanted to let you guys know I did not have a problem with that, and I did not use NYX glitter glue or anything. I just used my finger. So just do know that, because I did try previously with the setting spray and NYX glitter glue, and both of those ways it did not work at all. Okay, what is this brand? Lawless Beauty is coming out with new shimmering glosses. They're all nudie shades. Couple have pearl finishes, so I'm guessing it has like slight, like very fine glitter situation in them. I think it's fine. It's $26 or $25. They probably will be available very soon on the Sephora website. Nothing that I really need, so I'm gonna pass. ColourPop has also come out with another new collection, and this collection is called, what is it called? Glow Getter, So Fly, and the Wannabe collection. There are 3 different collections in like this bigger collection, but I can't seem to figure out There are 3 collections in this bigger collection, but I can't seem to figure out the name of it based on the post that I saved. Regardless, once again, it is ColourPop, so I try not to pick up anything, if not very few items from them. I will say the highlighters look really, really pretty, but they also do look like something that I already have, shade-wise and also texture-wise. The eyeshadow palettes, I will say I am actually intrigued by one of the eyeshadow palettes. I believe it is the Glow Getter one, and the Super Shock shadows are really cool too. But once again, like I said, I am very good at kind of saying no easily to ColourPop. It's just, I just don't want to support a fast fashion and fast makeup brand, so I am going to pass. Peachy Queen is showing their Valentine's Day eyeshadow palette. It's not for me. I've not had a really good experience with the brand in the past with their formula and stuff, and I just don't like the color shade selection. Estee Lauder is coming out with some more products. They are coming out with an eyeshadow palette, 2 bronzers, a liquid highlighter, and a parfum. The parfum does actually look interesting based on the notes. I think I would actually like it a lot. But I of course would love to smell it first. The eyeshadow palette looks cute, but I know it's not going to be the pigmentation that I desire. And same with the bronzer. I know it looks cute, but I doubt it's going to work on me. So it's pretty much going to be a pass. If I'm able to smell that fragrance, I will. Don't get me wrong. It does have quite a few notes that I do enjoy, but I'm not going to run out and pick it up. Beauty Blender, they have a new color changing beauty blender, and it's called the Beam Shade Shifter. So it goes from yellow to orange when soaked in warm water. So I'm wondering why you would want to soak your beauty sponge in warm water. I don't soak mine, but okay. Okay, cool. Charlotte Tilbury has come out with some cream matte eyeshadows that I have seen quite a few reviews, and a lot of people that love Charlotte Tilbury are not enjoying these shadows. So I would say definitely check out the videos that are available online. I would have been interested in some of these because I think some of these could have been really good bases, and I have been wanting to bring in a black eyeshadow base and just a black product that I could use as like a cream shadow, or just like a brown cream shadow just to use every day. Anyways, I've seen a lot of people not liking this at all, so yeah, I'm gonna stay far away from it. Miss Dior, or Dior Makeup, is coming out with a Miss Dior makeup palette. It has multiple products including lipsticks and eyeshadows and a nail polish all in the same palette. Not for me. I'm gonna easy pass on that. So last week I talked about the fact that Huda Beauty is relaunching her liquid lipsticks that are transfer proof, and they are now toting to be ultra comfort, with of course the 8 OG shades and then 8 new shades. I think it's cool. I really like the idea that they're transfer proof. Is there a shade in there that I'm gonna run for? No, but I may look into 1 or 2 shades in the future. L'Oreal is coming out with an Age Perfect tinted balm. This seems like a drugstore equivalent to the KVD balm that came out, what, last year, 2 years ago now? I still haven't tried that. Why? Because I am working on really going through the foundations that I already have, so I won't be picking this one up either. And yeah, it's that simple for me right now. So Nomad Cosmetics has shown now 2 more shades in their palette that they're launching, and they've also shown the like packaging and given us the name. So the 2 more shades is like a dark blue and then this like bronzy shade. I'm really excited. Like I said, it's coming out Tuesday of this week, and it's called the Whistler palette for Whistler, Canada, where there have been Olympics held. I think only one, maybe the first. I don't know the ins and outs, but Olympics nonetheless have been there. I'm intrigued, I really am, but I need to see the whole color scheme together, not just the tiny bits. So we will see, we will see. Sydney Grace has shown that they are coming out with a holiday, or I'm sorry, not a holiday. Sydney Grace is showing that they are coming out with a Valentine's Day eyeshadow palette. They're coming out with 2 different shades, or 2 different tones of it. So one for lighter complexions, one for darker complexions. And I'm excited. I very much am. You guys know I really do enjoy the Sydney Grace formulation. I have 2 palettes from them now. And yeah, I'm just really excited to see, oops. I'm really excited to see the close-ups. I know I know well, I don't know them personally, but I follow the Instagram influencer that is going to be the swatches for darker complexion. So I am very excited to see what they look like on her complexion. We are very similar in complexion. How many times am I going to say complexion? So yeah, I am excited. It is a very neutral palette with a splash of reds and tones, but I just really enjoy the Sydney Grace quality and the formulation that I would not be bent out of shape to potentially pick this up in the future. Tammy Tanuka is launching a new product in her brand, which is sigil inspired, and it is this beautiful palette right here. Let me see, translate it so I can get the name. The name is the Royal Peacock with Degree. It's a really pretty palette, and she has the prices in the currency of Russian currency. I don't know what the currency name is. I don't believe it should actually be available now that I think about it. It's because she said the sales should start the end of this week. This is the end of the same week that she posted this. It's a very pretty palette. I went on her website more recently just to see what was available in her collection. Not much is available. A lot of the stuff that I'm interested is sold out. This product only has the 2 mattes and the 4 shimmers. She tends to do that a lot with these smaller palettes. We'll see. I am interested in this product though. Holo Taco is coming out with some more holographic nail polish shades, and I do have at least 3 to 4 of theirs. This one happens to be Solar Unicorn Skin. I really do enjoy the brand Holo Taco. I have now their unicorn skins, I have their matte shades, I have their multi-chrome shades. No multi-chrome shades. I have their what is it called? The ones that I have the ones that have like glitter in them too. I have almost everything. The only thing, like I said, I haven't tried is their multi-chromes, which I'm sure eventually I will get to. So I am excited to see what she's releasing, but she has not shown it as of the day and the time that I am recording this. Lights Lacquer is coming out with a tortoise set, which is interesting. So Lights Lacquer tends to do a lot of what is it called? The gel formulation. She doesn't do a lot of opaque shades, so this works perfectly with the formulations that she likes to use and she likes to sell. I wouldn't be mad to get that brown. I do like a good brown in my collection, and I appreciate how she is showing every time she does a launch. She does show the differences in the shades that are available already in her range, and then the shades that she is relaunching. So this is a translucent walnut brown. That is really intriguing to me. The others aren't at all, nowhere near. But yeah, I'm not gonna run for it, and because I would have to pick up the product from her website alone, I probably honestly will never pick it up. So some more products are coming from various brands in this post, so let's run through them. Kopari is doing a Body Bumps Be Gone product that has some AHAs and some other chemical exfoliants to kind of remove the bumps on your skin. Interesting. Caliray, I don't even know what that brand is. It's a blurring tinted, they're releasing a blurring skin tint, which is $39 in 10 shades. It's sheer to visible coverage, which is why they probably could justify only launching 10 shades. So those 2 products should be available by January 20th, along with a glaze lip plumper from Collie Ray as well. Bare Minerals looks to be coming out with some powder foundations in 35 shades for $35. Also on January 20th, so these all should be available by now. Rose INC is coming out with a tinted serum in 14 shades. It's supposed to be sheer light coverage, $32. Herbivore is coming out with a serum, $64. Nothing groundbreaking in any of those products for me. I can pass easily for all of these products, and I will. So KKW is doing another collaboration with Jeff Leatham. I didn't even know they did a first one, but then again, I don't keep track with the Kardashian brand, so that's probably why. She's coming out with 3 different scents. One is Iconic Gardenia, the other one is Caramel Orchid, and the last one is Rare Fig. I know Lauren May Beauty is probably gonna run for that Rare Fig. She really loves fig fragrances. The Caramel Orchid is, I might look into that one. Either way, I'm really intrigued. It looks like they're only available on the KKW website, which I don't really like. I'm not gonna spend over $100 on a 30 ml bra. Oh no, it's $40 for each individual fragrance, and it's $110 for the whole bundle, and it's only 30 mils. That's not bad. I don't know, I need to look more into it, maybe get some reviews. I want to also see how this product opens. We'll see how it goes. Oh, okay, so you take the pop off. We'll see how it goes. I would hope that this would come to like a major retailer so that if I don't like it, I can return it. But like I said, we will see how it goes. Continuing on, Hemp Officials is coming out with some body care products. Nothing groundbreaking. I don't really do products that have hemp oil or anything that is CBD inspired, none of that jazz, for various reasons, but yeah, that's just not something that I'm gonna do. So we've seen more information on the KVD Good Apple Lightweight Full Coverage Concealer launch. It's going to be launching on February 1st. And it's going to be $28. I am intrigued. I really am. But most likely, honestly, I'm going to try that concealer quicker than I'm going to try the foundation, because I have less concealers and I do tend to go through concealers. Today I actually had to scrape my concealer, which I am so jazzed about. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Colored Rain is also sneak peeking their spring collection already, and it's going to be launching. It's already launched. It has already launched. Today is the day after it launched, and they came out with 4 different palettes: the neutral tones, the pink tones, the green tones, and the orange tones. There are some palettes in here that are cute. So if we're comparing it to the one that I just picked up, which is the Rebellious Nudes, right? The orange tones one, I feel like I can get through this. Like I said, the couple of times that I play with this, it does tend to go more orange, reddier toned than what I expected. Granted, I did not try these, so I will be trying those soon, hopefully. So yeah, but the green ones they look interesting. They do. Okay, let's chalk it up to this. The palettes look interesting. Are they unique enough for me to pick them up, especially because they're in a size that I don't necessarily enjoy, which are these 6 pans? I don't think so. I don't think so. So we'll see. The green one and the orange one are the only 2 that really caught my eye though. Essence is showing that they have a new collection coming out. It is called the Catching Clouds collection. So they have a face milk, a lip balm, pearl stickers, brightening pen, a highlighter, a mousse primer, and a body luminizer. None of these are things that I truly am like running to get. I will say I have heard really good things about the Essence highlighters. I don't think I've ever tried an Essence highlighter, or if I have, it's been a really long time. That said, I am holding the one highlighter that I'm potentially going to pick up at the end of this month, if not early next month, to being this Pat McGrath one. I'm really excited for the shade, and I would love to get a very similar formulation in the gold formula, so that's why I'm looking into this. Whereas these Essence highlighters, I'm sure are only like the basic kind of normal one. There's nothing unique about these. There is a new collaboration afoot between Trixie Cosmetics and Sprinkle, where they have a red sparkly lip gloss, a pink shimmer sparkly lip gloss, and one with silver. None of these are intriguing to me. I actually am trying to whittle down my lip gloss collection. I enjoy my lip glosses, I do, but I find that I get more use out of the products that are in the like bullet compact, whereas the lip glosses with the wand and such. So for me, I'm going to pass on that. Something that's super unique, and I must give it to them for it, is Profusions collection that's called Desert Sage. I think this is a really cute collection. Not only the sponge and like the sponge holder, but also the eyeshadow palette and the brush bag and the set. I think everything came together really, really cute. Would I pick anything up? Maybe. If anything, it's only going to be that sponge and the sponge holder, honestly. That's the only thing that I really like. The bag is a little bit much for me, and the eyeshadow palette I'm sure I'm not going to enjoy, plus the wasted space is just not for me. But the sponge, I kind of like it. I kind of like it. So Glaminatrix has been sneak peeking so many different palettes, and I would just really like to see one palette fully. But anyways, we have seen now 4, 6, 8 of the shimmers, all 8 shimmers that are going to be coming out in their 15 pan palette neutral, nearly neutral, that they're collaborating with the one Instagram page that is I'm blanking on right now. I think that they all look really, really nice. There's definitely some unique shades in there, where some of them definitely are not neutral, or maybe she's sneak peeking some shades in between that aren't with this palette. I don't really know. I really, the amount of sneak peeks that she's doing is just ridiculous in my opinion. I can't keep track of what is coming with what. Anywho, let me get off of my tangent. I think it's only, yeah, there's only 8 shades, so it's definitely these 2 that I'm going to be showing on screenshots. They both do look nearly neutral. There are some hints of like some brownier tones, some pinkier tones, some goldier tones, so I'm intrigued to see the mattes that are going to be in this baby. But yeah, that's all we've seen so far. Cleo, they're one of their owners, which her name is Leia, but she goes by Brit. It's her birthday, so they're launching a trio of single shadows. I think some of the single shadows look really, really pretty. I'm not really into the red, but the other 2 look really, really pretty. That said, I'm not gonna pick them up. I don't need 3 singles from them. Like I said, I still have my whole bundle of singles that I picked up, and I've still yet to try them. She Glam is sneak peeking their Valentine's Day collection, and it is called the Modern Love collection, where you have, what do you have? You have a blush tints, you have eyeshadow set, you have an eyeliner, cream, lip products, and you have the whole kit and caboodle. What is the eyeshadow set? They must be liquid eyeshadows, because I don't see an eyeshadow palette in here. BU. Which one is BU? I don't see the BU. I don't see the eyeshadow product situation that they're talking about, but either way, you know, cool, but not for me. Okay, we're getting towards the end. Just a couple of products that just showed today, so that's where we're at. And in case I haven't said, today is Saturday. So it is the Adept Cosmetics, their remastered Plain Jane palette is launching next Saturday on the 28th at 2 p.m. EST. And it is all shimmers, which I think is cute. There are definitely a bunch of multi-chromes, but for me, I definitely would want some mattes in there, so I'm gonna pass on that. Fenty Beauty is launching a limited edition packaging for Lunar New Year for her matchstick contour shades, and it looks like she's only repackaging one shade, which is amber. It's not a new shade. That is definitely a shade that's been out and about. I guess I understand that that is probably the one shade that most people who are in China would use. So that's maybe why she's doing it. But like, I don't get it. The Billie Eilish fragrance is now in Ulta. I'm excited. I would love if my Ulta near me actually has this in store. I would love to smell this. From the reviews that I've seen, I did not pull the trigger on it, but once again, being at Ulta, somewhere I can return, I can smell in person, it's closer to me, I'm more likely to pick it up. And then the last thing I'm going to be talking about is the fact that Morphe is coming out with a Filter Effect Soft Radiant Concealer. 20 shades, $18 each, long wear, brightening, and hydrating. It'll be available in 3 days, so later this week you guys could pick it up potentially from the Morphe store or website if you wanted to. Not something that I need or I'm interested in. I just don't really look into Morphe to pick up new products in all reality. But that's it. I don't really have a lot of things that I'm interested in. I mean, obviously for me, it does tend to be eyeshadow palettes if I'm going to be interested in anything. I am interested in the Nomad Cosmetics. I am interested in the Glaminatrix now that I know how to work with their shadows and I'm comfortable doing that. I am. Profusion, I would only get that sponge if I need to go to Walmart, and I do tend to go to Walmart to pick up a couple of things, so I may pick it up or at least put it in my like pickup order if it's available at that Ulta. I am interested in getting more information about the KKW Fragrances, the Tammy Tanuka palette. What else? That's pretty much it this week, which isn't too bad. I feel like that's a good amount. Oh, and then Sydney Grace. Don't forget about Sydney Grace. So I am interested in quite a few of those products. But you know, I'm not going to be picking up everything right now. That's definitely not happening. I am definitely going to be talking to you guys about it on Wednesday, how I'm going to be aiming to do my makeup purchasing in this year. Once again, I always have goals, financial and otherwise, and I want to continue to move further in those financial goals, and in doing so I need to continue to be mindful of my makeup purchases. So that's pretty much all I got for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you guys really do want to see how I did this eye look. It is something that, because I use so many of my Project Pan palettes, I won't mind doing it in the future. I do want to do a Project Pan makeup tutorial, get ready with me, but I haven't been able to do it yet. I haven't been able to fit it in. So that's pretty much that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.